Hi everyone, my name is Naveen. Okay, so I have around 9 years of experience in the same like business intelligence domain. So currently, so we are learning about Power BI, but so apart from Power BI, I'm also teaching about a few other related skills. So while working in Power BI, you might need those knowledge also, right? So considering that particular one, so I'm just covering, data warehousing concepts, SQL Server, and also SSAS tabular model. These three also I'm going to cover part of the Power BI training. So why we need other three is nothing but sometimes, for at least interview purpose, they might ask you the questions on data warehousing. Okay. Or some companies, they will look for SSAS tabular, and based on that, they will provide you the job also. Like they might expect the knowledge from SSAS tabular plus Power BI. These two skills also some companies they will be looking at. Okay. And some companies, most of the companies, they will be mostly looking at SQL knowledge and Power BI. So these two are the main things, but this is the basics of something. While we are learning this particular training, we might need those basics also. So that is the reason, considering those everything. So I'll be covering all these skills. Basically, like Power BI is the main skill, primary skill, which we are going to learn it. Okay. So what is a Power BI, right? So Power BI is nothing but it is a reporting tool, right? So reporting tool means where organizations will be getting a lot of data, right? If you take any business or anything which is right now like new one or old business or anything, if we are starting, so there has to be some data for them. So if you take anything which is like we are doing it online, like if you purchase something on Amazon or Walmart or Flipkart or anything, of course, not only that, like any application or app, something or food applications or anything, if you use it, the data gets generated. Or if you go to ATM, so all the transactions or anything, they have to preserve the data and they have to maintain it, right? So it would be like huge data what we get it, right? So from that, in order to understanding what it is happening in their business, right? So these kind of reporting tools are very, very important for companies. So if you look at any company, there could be at least one business intelligence tool they will be using for data analysis purpose, right? To understand the data in very easy and less time, these Power BI kind of tools will help them a lot in their companies. Okay. So without Power BI, without BI tools, they cannot analyze means, so they can analyze it, but these tools helps, on time and, within less time, they could be able to analyze that, like details about their business, and they can take on-time decisions to improvise their business. So that is the reason mainly, like if you look at these Power BI kind of tools are so much on demand in the market also for a lot of companies to work on their data analysis side. Okay. So and SQL Server to talk about. So basically, it is SQL Server is a database. So where we store the data, it is also Microsoft product. So where most of the companies they will be using SQL Server to store the data and connect with Power BI to make the reporting, right? And so considering certain limitations in Power BI, so like when we have huge data, like millions of the data, like maybe like more than 100 million data is there, and if you want to make a reporting out of that much huge data, so Power BI will not support. So that is the reason data modeling tool will be there, right? This is also from Microsoft only. So SSAS tabular. So we connect with a huge data with a modeling tool, and we will make a model, centralized model, out of all the data, and then we connect with Power BI to develop the reporting. So basically, to support huge data, so we are using this data modeling tool also, so which will help in to develop the reports using that data modeling, whatever it has been done. Okay, so that is the main thing why we are using SSIS tabular model. Okay, so that is one thing. And to talk about further here, so like, yeah, that's what I'm trying to cover it here. If you could look at with, so why should we invest in this particular business intelligence? Like, so if you look at here, why companies has to invest in business intelligence? There is like, in order to purchase license, and in order to provide employment to the people, and to give it as a huge thing. Why? See, is there any help for them, right? So using these particular business intelligence tools like Power BI or Tableau or any other tools, so why it is required? If you could see, as I already mentioned in like another slide, so what is business intelligence means? Business intelligence is a process that help us change data into information, right? So for example, we have data is there, entire the business. If you take any business, or it could be healthcare, or it could be retail business, or any business, of course, if you say, right? So we can get data, and that data, so we change it to information. That information, so we use that as a knowledge, and that knowledge we will be using to plan to improve that organization, right? So for example, let's say one product is there, that product is going on loss for last 2 days. It is very huge loss if we sell with the same price, or if you go with the same process, right? So if you go with the same process, it will be huge loss. To avoid that particular loss, so what we could do is, right? So we can stop that product to sell it, right? So which will help us, like at least we can avoid some kind of profits and all. It will not go down, right? So if you take 1 week time to know that, okay, certain product is going loss, there will be huge impact on the business, because there is already loss happened, lot of loss happened, right? But if you use this particular business intelligence tools, so we will get on time in very less time. So what is happening in their business, we will get to know, so that we will be able to stop that particular product, or we will be able to change the price, or something we can do action on it, right? If you continue with the same thing, so the business will have impact, right? So what is this particular tools is, we already have data, but in database we can analyze it. It will take longer time, but these tools are, reporting tools are helpful to analyze that particular data on time, so that we can take a proactive decisions, right? Anything is happening, we can take proactive decisions. Let's say some competitor has come in the market. Let's say we will take PepsiCo and this one, Coca-Cola. Both are same. Let's say Coca-Cola has running a offer, 2 liters bottle like 60 rupees. Otherwise, usually it is 80 rupees, right? Example, right? So if they are running, and if PepsiCo also not proactive and not reduce the cost on similar products, so most people will attract with the other product, right? Something kind of things can happen, right? So which will create some huge loss. Or if you look at this communications, like network providers like Airtel, Jio Communications. Jio has given like offer to reducing the price with lesser plans. If Airtel is not coming up or not taking decisions on time to come with similar plans, so all the customers of them will go back to other provider like Jio, right? So there is an impact in the business, right? So how they'll get to know is, So they have to take different kind of data analysis. How many people are switching from our network to other network or anything, of course, like they have to analyze it. If they don't analyze proper time and they don't take on-time decisions, there could be huge impact, right? So to avoid that, so we have to, use this kind of business intelligence tools. Okay, there are a lot of reasons actually why we are using it. So which we will easily understand, in upcoming lessons, like how it helps, what is data, how we get the data, so what kind of business. Even I'll take you through a few more examples in a later point of time, right? So if you could see, this is the flow in this particular slide. If you look at here, so in the starting, we get the raw data. Like for example, if I have to understand how much transactions are happening in ATM, right? How many failed transactions are there? Failed transactions, how many successful transactions are there? In which region we are getting failed transactions? So which one we have to fix it? Or how many missions, how much cash is there? So which missions we need to reload the cash? If we want to understand, so we need to get that existing transactions, right? Which is like existing data. So we need to check. So based on that, we need to identify, right? So whether we got it or not, right? Like what data we got it or not, right? For example, so all the data we get it in the raw data, and that data we need to store it in one database. If you take any application, like if you take like Zomato or Swiggy or anything, like these are like food applications, right? So if you take any applications and so it will be like, the data will be going to one database, right? So for example, like, so when we order something, the data goes into one database, right? And same data, so we cannot, do that reporting, because so whatever the structure is there and whatever the database which is there in the source system, so we cannot do or we cannot work in a same thing. So basically, it is like the data has to be refined it. We need to refine it, or we need to store in a proper structure. Then we can use that data like for further analysis purpose. So if you look at, so whatever the data we get it, so we use a data warehouse system. Data warehouse means a place we store the data in proper manner. For example, we get a lot of data every day, and if you keep that data randomly some places, it will be difficult. So for example, if I take like a medical shop, Apollo medical shop, right? So how we keep that medicines and all in proper racks, we will keep it. And so if customer are coming, right, to take the medicine, so we will quickly go through that particular place and get that medicine to them. Also, so we will also check in online also. They will also check in online in the system whether that particular medicine is available in their store or not. Let's say they take 100 medicines, out of which 70 has been sold out, remaining 30 is there. Like that, they'll get the status also. How they're getting the status? Because of the in the system, right, in the database, that particular status, it will get them so that they can easily check it, right? So how we are maintaining to access the data? So we need a data warehouse system where all the data, whatever we get it, out of which what data we need it, we take into data warehouse system. Okay, so data warehouse system is nothing but it is a database. So we're all going to learn, in further classes, what is data warehouse, some basics about the data warehouse, so that you will get clear idea. So how we get the data from the source system and how we are going to load it in data warehouse, what kind of methodologies are there or what kind of models are there. So we are going to learn in upcoming lessons. So that's where you get complete idea about data warehousing. So we use to load the data from here to here. So we use ETL tools. ETL tools means extract, transform, and loading. Using these ETL tools, So we kind of develop a packages and load the data into data warehousing. Okay. So that is the main thing here. Okay. So from data warehousing system, let's say we have huge data is there. Let's say we have 100 tables are there, right? Or even within 100 tables, each table has 100 columns are there or 50 columns are there, right? For my one report, for example, for my sales report or transaction report or payments report, or could be any kind of reports, or it could be like, so my brand report or my, country report, or it could be any report, right? As per the report, we take the data, connecting those relevant tables, which means we take only useful information, and that useful information, so we connect it, right, with BI tools like Power BI or any other BI tool also, we connect it and we make a reports. So what is meant by report, right? So whatever the data, what we have it, so we represent that data into pictorial representation. Like, we have bar charts, line charts, and, pie chart, donut chart, or like that. We have a lot of visualizations are there. Bar and line chart, like you are showing here, if you could see it here, like this. So we develop a report using, these kind of charts, and we use that particular charts, right? So for data analysis purpose. Okay. So using that particular reports, so we kind of understand our business and we will take the decisions there. Okay. So that is the main thing we do it in here. And from there, so we will try to all of them higher management people, they will, analyze these particular reports and they will take a decisions. That's how they'll plan how we want to improve our business. So that's they take the decisions. There are sometimes, right, to, predict the future things also. Like, if I increase the price to 5 rupees extra or 5 rupees less, so what is the sales revenue? So we get it like in next year. So that kind of future predictions also can be done using some of the, machine learning and data science related, ones, which will help using existing data. They can, generate the future data also. So from that, so we create, reports on the forecasting and planning data also. That is also something, so which can be done. So that also we do using some of the tools like Python or R, generate the data, and that also we load it into data warehouse. That also we again show it to the reporting only. So end of the day, so reporting tools are required for data analysis purpose. So we in the form of visualizations. Okay, I'll walk you through that particular tool. So what is meant by Power BI? So Power BI is a very, very simple tool for everyone to start their career, right? So it is easy to learn in less time, and learn completely, and you will be able to work on it with the help of that particular knowledge, whatever you have it. It is very simple tool. So if I have to open Power BI tool, so I can go and open Power BI tool just to show you how Power BI looks like. And so what is Power BI? It's like, as I said, you could see raw data and data warehouse system, and we connect with the data, right? And we make the reports out of it, right? So we will see like how we can connect with a tool, and we will go further. Okay. So just to talk about further, right? So this is the standard architecture of most of the products, most of the projects actually. If you could see it here, BI analysis. BI means business intelligence analysis, right? So we have BI in the end. So actually this is the tool Power BI, right? So I'll talk about that. So if you could see, BI is here. before that we get the data. Data must be coming in the companies in different sources. It could be like some kind of Excel, people upload it, and that Excel we load it into one database, and again we connect with that BI tools and we make a report. Like for each step there will be ETL mechanism, so that ETL tool is a extract, transform and loading. So if you could see extract, transform and loading. So we extract the data and transform it, shaping the data into required format. So which is required in the required format. If we shape it and store it, so we can store huge data. For example, I have some products are there. I have a big room is there, Gordon or some room where I can store the products. If I go and throw all the products in that Gordon without arranging them properly, right, it can fit only few products. But if I go and arrange one by one in a proper manner, right, so it can fit more. And also if I want to get one product, I can easily get that product from that particular big room, right? So if you arrange the products in a proper manner, we can get it. Same fashion in data warehousing also. If you arrange the data in a proper structure and proper shape, so while fetching, it becomes very easy. Also, while arranging, whatever we need it, we arrange that only. Not like all the things we don't arrange it, right? So that's where in the data warehouse system, so what we do is, so we take whatever we want the data, right? And we will keep it in the data warehouse system, right? So whatever we get, we don't do all this work. It will be done in the, database team. We are a BI team, BI engineer, right? Business intelligence engineer. As a BI engineer, we will be connecting with, data using Power BI tool, using the database, and we will be making the reporting out of it. So I'm just explaining over complete flow here. So we get the data. Let's say this is a ATM machine. ATM machine is the source of the data. All this data we need to move. Let's say because in different places we will have different ATMs are there. All the data we need to move into one system, right? So all the systems through ETL. So we load the data in one place, and that one as it is we load it here in operational database. So because if you apply the logics and transformations, it will take a lot of time from the source system to do it. So that is the reason we will take a copy of the data from different places and we keep it here, right? And from here, so we again use ETL tool. Here also there will be ETL tool, like here what it is there. From ETL tool, so we create a proper structure and transform the data and load it in a data warehouse system. Okay. In this data warehouse system, let's say we will have complete data will be there. Let's say we have, what is the volume of the business, how many products are there, or how much transactions happened, right? Or how much sales happened, what is the inventory, and how many people are there, like complete business information. So we will be storing in the data warehouse system, right? So it will be like very huge. And also we will be archiving it using MDM also, master data repository also we will be doing archiving. For example, for our data analysis purpose, I need data only for 2 years or only for 5 years. I keep only for 5 years data here. Remaining, I will go and archive it. For example, in our phone, lot of photos are there, or lot of videos are there, which we wanted, but we cannot preserve in our phone only for long time because storage we cannot maintain that much. What we can do, so we can take some Google Drive or some drive up in the cloud, and we will upload all our photos and videos there, or otherwise we will take a new hard disk and we will, move all our required things to that particular place, right? So that it will be like, it will be there in archival mode. Whenever we want it, we can use it, right? So always we will keep, whatever the required amount of the data in data warehouse system. Okay. And we will have complete one sales, volume, inventory, like all the data will be there. So we also create other data marts from the data warehouse system. Like for example, let's say I want to make a sales report, right? So we will create a separate sales data in separately, and we will be connecting with that data for BI tools. Why? Because this will be very huge. Whatever we need it, we create the data mart is nothing but a small database. So where we create a small database with the required amount of the data, and we use it for report development. Okay. Some companies, right, they don't maintain this small database. They will directly connecting from a database and create the reports out of it. So this is how it will be done. Okay. Right. So that's how the BI tools we will be using it. So if you use everything the same database, right, there will be performance problem also. So that is the reason we create like separate database. There are a lot of factors are there. That is the reason. Okay. So that is the reason we end of the day. So this is the our part. Okay. So where we will be connecting with the Power BI or any other, BI tools with the data available, our dashboards, and we publish them into server online. And that's where users will be accessing that reports to analyze their business. Okay. So that is the overall approach which will be happening, right? You must be thinking what data we get it, what kind of data we get it, and how do we do that, right? So if you look at the data, it could be any data. Let's say I'm a Power BI developer, right? If I am working on a company, I get a chance to work on, let's say if I'm working for a banking client, so I will be getting the banking related data. Not only these, for example purpose, I have given these many banks which are there in mostly in India, right? So we will be getting like other banks also, like Citibanks or anything. Let's say if you get that kind of client, then you are working on that particular data. If you get a manufacturing client, right? So you will get manufacturing data. See, we are a BI developer, business intelligence developer. As a BI developer, any data is there, it is fine. So we connect with the data and we make a report out of it. For that, we need to understand what is the requirement of their business, right? So that if we have that understanding, so we can work for them, right? To create the reports for them, right? So it could be any data. So there will be data in different domains will be there, like financial domain, manufacturing domain, healthcare domain, e-commerce domain, energy, electrical and electronics, food and beverages related one, or aerospace related data, or telecommunications data, right? So it could be any data what we get it. And so we want to make a report out of it. So we do it, which means if you go to office or if you get a job, right, there will be like one client will be assigned, right? That client will be any of this domain. Let's say if I get a product to work on Unilever, so that is a retail domain. They have all the Hindustan Unilever products, which we always use it, right, in our regular basis, daily basis. So that kind of data, how much sales has happened, which product is sold out, or which region people are buying, how much volume is there, right? So how much is the stock is required, or which places we need to export it, how is the transportation, everything we want to analyze it, right? To analyze it, so we need to make a report. Also in a website, right, they have to see all the pricings are correct or not. Like there will be everything, like they have to check it, like everything, and that's how they run the business. Or healthcare also. So within the healthcare, if somebody having needing somebody need healthcare insurance, health insurance, everything, all the people, they will be going online and they'll purchase the insurance with the data. When is the renewal of the insurance? They have to send a notification to the customer. So how they get the money, like how much customers are there, how much plans are there, which plans customers are taking. So like that, we make the reports out of it, right? Also appointments people are taking, or Flipkart or Amazon or Walmart or Redmart, any mart, so we purchase it, we get the data. Which products are sales is more. So kind of things we get that, even energy or any data. So we get it like, so that particular data, we analyze it, connecting with the reporting tools, right? So that is what it is very, very necessary to make the reports. It could be any domain. So if you know the knowledge on Power BI, right, completely, which we are going to learn in this training, right? It could be any data you get it, you will be able to make a report out of it. Okay. Yeah. So as I said, so we will get different data as a BI developer, right? So we will be able to create a reports out of it. It could be any data we get it. So we will be able to create a reports of the any domain. So we can do it. It is not like so. It is not like So we need to have experience in one domain only, something like that. Nothing is there. If you know completely Power BI tool, so you will be able to work on any data, what you get it, and you should be able to work on it. Just to show you, right? It could be any data, what we get it, right? How can we make a report out of it? Okay, let me go to Power BI tool, which I opened just now in a few minutes back. If you could see, this is the Power BI tool, right? It is a simple tool which anyone can learn it, right? So if you could see here, so we have get data is there. Using this get data option, we can get the data into Power BI, right? So this is the reporting tab, what we have it here. And these are the visualizations, what we have it. Okay, using these visualizations like bar chart, pie chart, line chart, donut chart, or funnel chart, or waterfall chart, any kind of charts as per the use case. So we use that visualizations to develop the reports, right? And this is the reporting window, and this is the data window where we can see the data. And also, so this is the data modeling window where we can join the tables. These are the main tabs within this particular Power BI tool. And if you look at here, so we can use the get data and we can connect with the database, and we can develop the report. Like for example, if I said like here, I told, right? So we use this databases to connect with the data, like data warehouse, or if you could see it here, SQL Server, right? So SQL Server is the one which will be used in most of the projects. Okay, so let us see like how we can connect with the data. Like just I'm showing you how simple it is. So this is a SQL Server, and I give the server name here. So server name, I give it, and also I give the database name, and so I can load the data from the database, or we can even connect with Excel and load the data, and we can make the reports out of it. So you could see we get the list of the tables like this, and we will be able to connect with the data to make the report out of it. For example, I connect with the tables like this. So different tables are there. So I select with the different tables which is required, and I use the tables, right? So to develop the report. See, I selected 3 tables as of now, and I load the data, right? So we can do anything with this particular Power BI tool. So when you compare with other BI tools, so here, what is the thing we can do it is, so we connect with the data, and we can also transform the data also, shape the data in required format, and we can create the reports out of it. You could see it here. I already loaded the data, and we have all the tables here in the right side. So we have orders table, returns table, like this users table, we have it. And you could see in the data window, so we can see the data also, what data we loaded, right? And we can see in the data modeling, so we can create a relationships also. Relationships is nothing but joins between tables. So we will learn all these topics end to end. It is a very simple tool. As a Power BI, we learn it. So in upcoming lessons. Okay. So, and also you could see, so we can take this data. For example, I can take this chart, right? This is a bar chart. So I can search for the fields and use that fields to create a report out of it. Like you could see, I taken region, and I have also taken sales, right? And you could see we are able to get the region-wise sales. Like this, we do it as a BI developer. For that, so what we needed is here, mainly DAX functions knowledge, right? So DAX functions, we have around 500 functions are there. I'll go with each and every example in our training in upcoming lessons, so that we learn that how we can use that functions and how we can create the measures, and you can use that for report development purpose. Like this, we use the charts, right? And you could see, so we will be able to develop the charts. So whatever we need it, like based on this particular one, like you could see. So we can also take another chart, like line chart, to show the flow also. So, okay, so like this, so we use these charts to develop it. For this only, we will take time, and so we develop it like in the projects. You could see we got this line chart. So where it is showing, how is my business happening on different regions, over the years, right? So there will be lines, how is the flow is there? So we can understand the data also, right? So like that, we create the, report, and we publish them using this publish button, and so that, users can see the report out of it. So it is as simple as that. We connect with the data. It could be any domain. You must be thinking, okay, different domains, there is a different thing is there. Any domain, we will have a database in which data will be there. So we connect with the data using this get data option. I'll go with very, very clear, detailed knowledge about each and every option in Power BI tool, like all these options, and also I will also go to the Power Query, and also all the DAX functions, everything, and also visualizations. These visuals, we have it, right? We cannot use blindly all the visuals. Okay, so we use that visuals, write visuals as per the use case. So that also I cover it. So everything we are going to learn about this tool, so that once you get a job, you will be able to work on that. So using that particular knowledge, that is how this particular tool we get it once you have knowledge to work on that, right? It could be any data, it could be any domain, like financial domain, or manufacturing, or healthcare, or e-commerce, energy, anything, of course. So we get the data, we understand the business requirement, what reports, how they want that report to be developed, and based on that, so we analyze the data, and we make the report out of it. That is what we do it like in the overall job. Okay, so if you look at here, so as I already told, so there is different projects, different tools they will be using it also. Like if you look at here, this is the end-to-end business intelligence project. We'll have data coming from different sources, right? In a company, there will be different data source systems, what we get it. And all the data, we use the ETL tool end of the day, and load the data into database. Database is nothing but data warehouse system, right? So from here, so we connect with the BI tool, and we develop the reports. Like just now we connected with Power BI tool with some data, and we are able to develop some visuals out of it. So that, so we will also keep filters also. Like, so if you could look at here, so we have this data is there, right? We could see this data. Now I can also get one filter here. You could see slicer, right? I can keep a slicer here. Let's say I want to see the same data based on category also. Like you could see, I can keep a category slicer, right? See, we have the slicer here. Let's say I click on furniture, I get the data according. Office supplies, I get the data. Technology, I get the data. Right? See, we're able to give the filters also, and we're able to develop the interactive reports. The interactive reports, let's say I want to analyze the technology data, I can click on the technology slicer, and I can see the numbers accordingly. Right? So that is a kind of thing which we can develop it within very less time, this kind of reports. So we are going to learn end-to-end without having any experience about this particular tool. So I'll share complete knowledge where you can learn completely. And even if you get a job with 4 years or 3 years also, or any experience level, you will be able to work on this particular Power BI tool efficiently. So like in this particular one, I'm just showing you there will be some projects on Tableau also. Tableau is also one of the business intelligence tools. They might be using Tableau also for reporting, report development, right? So it might be like there will be companies that will use Tableau, or they might be using Power BI also. Like if you could see, this is the Power BI, one of the project they're using. And the ETL tool is here, it is Talent, and now it is Informatica, right? So it changes, right? Like, so we might be using, different tools, right? So each company, each project, they will choose different tools. Like we are using, different mobiles. Like some people will be using Samsung mobile, somebody will be using iPhone, somebody will be using Redmi, Realme, or whatever phones, right? So depends on our budget or depend our usage. So we will choose. Companies also, they will choose different BI tools like Tableau. We have it Tableau, or ETL Talent, or database SQL or Oracle, or any other databases also, right? So it's their own choice. They will be choosing it, right? So out of which all the BI tools in the market, Power BI is the #1 business intelligence tool in the market, which means entire the globe, entire the world, right? So which is the best reporting tool and people are using mostly in their companies is Power BI. So because, so it is like it has a lot of capabilities. So we can shape the data, and we have a lot of measures where we can create it, and the license cost is also less. And the product from Microsoft, right? Power BI is from Microsoft. So we can have a lot of things in a branded one with less price, and to do business intelligence. So people are using Power BI, and Power BI is there since last 4 or 5 years only. People are started mostly using this particular Power BI tool. Earlier and all, the usage was very less. Like, so people were using Tableau and all, but nowadays, like if you look at in opportunities, there are a lot of jobs are on there in the Power BI, and if you learn some kind of related skills, like knowledge, if you have it on this particular one, which one? So this Power BI and SQL, and also if you have this kind of knowledge, you will be able to easily get that particular jobs within less time in Power BI. Okay, so that is the demand which we have it in this particular tool. Okay, so currently in the market. So if you look at here, so this is what, like we have a lot of BI tools are there. Like we have a lot of phones in the market. So why we choose which phone is, so we know what will be benefits of that particular phone if you use it, and what is the budget. If you go with some phone, it will be more cost. The same features will be there. If you have same features and it is already a branded, right? So why people will choose other brands, right? So that is where Power BI stands #1 position. If you could see, right, according to as on February 2021, right? So 21, right? When you look at two measures, one is completeness of vision and the other one is ability to execute. Considering these two factors or two measures, Microsoft Power BI states #1 position. If you could see, so where is Microsoft Power BI? If you look at 2015, Tableau was #1 position, and now it is Tableau has gone to 2nd position. If you look at Tableau has gone to second position here. Down the line, if you see 6 years back, Tableau was the #1 tool in the market. Not even 6 years. 4 years back also, Tableau and Power BI both are same. But if you look at both the things, completeness of vision and ability to execute, Microsoft Power BI states #1 position in the market. So that is the reason we have a lot of opportunities, a lot of jobs are there, right? So, and it is easy to learn also, right? Somebody wanted to working on a BPO or some job which is having less package, so they can learn this tool and within less time, and they can get the jobs also, because that kind of easy it is, and also a lot of openings also there. So that is just to tell about Power BI. So I'm not saying Tableau is outgraded from the market, right? To learn Tableau also, it will take a long time. And this tool is there from 2012 in the market. From 2012 to now, it is almost 10 years. So we have Tableau in the market. And Power BI is very new to the market. And people are still, they're migrating all their reports from Tableau to Power BI or some other tool to Power BI now only. It is going on now only, migration, because of the cost, everything, considering that people are choosing now. So as it is very new, openings are huge. Tableau also having openings. Let's say we have 10 openings in Power BI. So we will have 1 or 2 openings in Tableau. Tableau is also good only. Earlier I was teaching Tableau only training, but now it's all Power BI, right? So that is a demand what we have it, and scope we have it in Power BI, right? And always, Microsoft tools, right? If you learn it, always it's like on demanding only, right? So if you learn today Power BI as a reporting tool, right? Later on, if you would like to learn some other thing within Microsoft only, become a architect kind of role, right? Maybe you can learn SSIS as a ETL tool, so that you can work on completely on the data side. You can work on the data engineering also. You will be able to develop the warehouse system. When I say warehouse system, so this particular system also you can work on it. Which system? You can work on ETL tool also. When I say ETL tool, you can work on this particular one also. Like if you could see data warehouse system, using the ETL tool, you will be able to work on, right? So you can use that ETL tool to work on the data. In a business intelligence project, we'll have database jobs are there, business intelligence jobs are there, and ETL jobs are there. There will be different teams in the projects once you get a job. Like which teams? One is database team and one more is BI team and ETL team also. ETL and database both are almost same. What they do is they develop the packages and they do the transformations, and they will make this particular data warehouse system. From here, as a BI engineer, we connect with the data and we will make the reports out of it. Okay, so that is the main thing. So the scope will be like in future, let's say you wanted to learn some other things within this particular one, being in a Microsoft area. So if you would like to learn something, right? So there are like, few things to learn it with here also. Like if you look at with here, so there is a Azure is their cloud tool, where nowadays most of the people are, storing their data in the cloud. And from there, they're connecting with the reporting tool to make the reports, right? So also we can learn SSIS, so which can be, which is also ETL tool or data modeling tool. So we have data modeling tool like SSIS Tabular, so which I'm going to cover data modeling tool also in this training. At the end of this training, once we complete, data warehousing concepts and Power BI, SQL and Power BI, then I will also cover, data modeling tool also, where you can keep in your resume saying that I have expertise on tabular model tool also, and also reporting tool Power BI, so that we can, we can generate the reports. So like this, right? So these are some of the tools what we have it in ETL, most used ETL tools in the market. SSIS, it is a Microsoft tool. Talent, DataStage, Dell, Boomi, these are the tools. And these are the databases most used one: SQL Server, Teradata, SAP HANA, all these databases where we store the data and we use this data to connect with these BI tools to make the reports out of it. Okay, so that is the main thing. We have it like learning wise also scope in Microsoft tool. Today, if you learn Microsoft Power BI and within less time you get a job, in future, if you would like to learn more, right? So you can learn like maybe like Azure also, right? Azure Data Factory to work on ETL side, all these things. So why Power BI right now? Why not Azure right now only is to get a job with less time and less knowledge. Power BI is very simple to start your query. Once you get a job, you can plan to learn Azure also later on. That is my, session. If you want to learn Azure, so it will completely deeper into data side, and so it will be difficult for us to get a job, or ETL also, right? It will be easy even in future if you want to learn Python and data science also after getting the job. You can do as per your interest. You can learn, whichever you like it. But main thing is Power BI is very simple and a lot of opportunities. When you even compare with Python and data science also, it is having very less openings there, but reporting tools have more openings, right? So that is the main thing to talk about that. And if you could see, we already developed this report using publish option. If you publish this particular report into server, so users can access these reports like this online. You could see this is the one of the report, so which is like, COVID report, where user can apply the filter also, or this date slicer also. If they want to see, this is a COVID report, how many cases are there, and they can filter the data with this particular one. And they can also go with this particular one, how many deaths are there in this particular time. They can analyze it. If you could see, it is a web-based. If you could see, it is a web link, what we develop. Users will access reports like this only. We publish this, we develop these reports and we publish it, and we give access to the users, and they can access the reports like this. You could see, this is another report, right? So for your information, like for your understanding, you could see. So we go to this particular report, and you could see. So we can see there are a lot of filters are there, and we can see the data also. Okay. So this we can develop in less time. And you could see, so we can also go to the other tabs also. You could see if I want to go with a business view, it will take me through business view also. So like this, we can understand that, reports or their data of their business within less time. We can also go to the KPI view. So we can see, we can able to see the KPI view. Also, so we can also go to other views also, where we can click on this one, and we can even go to the other view like this also, where it will be having very detailed view also, so which we can see the data also. Like this, as a web link, we give access to the users. Users easily can go to the this particular report. They can analyze their business. That is what we are going to do as a Power BI developer. Okay, and you can also see some more also. So like, for example, any other report like this one. Okay, so we'll go with this particular report, and you could see. So we go to this report, and we will be able to analyze the data using the report. Okay, so this is how we can develop the reports using Power BI tool, and we can publish it online, so that they can analyze the data. Right? If you look at here, so you have seen already. So within less time, so we will be able to develop it. So if you have knowledge, complete knowledge on each and every option about this Power BI tool, and also some knowledge on SQL, where it is required, let's say this report is developed, whether whatever the numbers are there in this report, whether it's correct or wrong, right? How do we do that? So we'll write small SQL queries, simple SQL queries, and from the database like SQL Server. And so we do validation also, and after the validation, we will give it to the QC team. They will test it, and we will release to the production, so that our reports will be operational. They will use it for data analysis purpose. So this is the end-to-end process which happens in the Power BI jobs. Okay, so we'll also learn very clearly in detail about each and every product within Power BI. Like what are the products are there, if you could see here. So we have Power BI Desktop. So far we studied, this is a Power BI Desktop only. So Power BI Desktop is the one tool. So we develop the reports using this particular tool only, where end-to-end development happens in tool only. And so we have different Power BI server is there. So if you could see, this is the Power BI server, so where we are able to access the report. So any report, so we will publish into Power BI server. There we also learn that Power BI server also end to end. So how to publish the reports, how to give access to the users, so how to do the data refresh, everything we learn it in that particular area also, right? So what are the different types of accounts are there within Power BI, different types of licenses are there, right? So what are the different features, and what is the latest end to end, pin to pin, I will cover it, so that once you get a job, you will be able to work on it. Okay. So these are the different types of licenses, what we have it in Power BI side. So if you look at, we will go to learn what is a free account. So Power BI comes with a free only for learning. So I'll tell you like how to create a license free of cost, and you can learn end to end using the particular licenses. And this is a tool which I already shown you practically how to get the data and how to create a report, and also how to, we also create a measures that requires DAX functions knowledge. So which also I cover end to end so that, you know, you can use it. Okay. And if you could see, so just to take you to the next from today, this is the, you know, overview session which I had to cover with. So end to end. So just to walk you through how our training is going to be, right? So in upcoming lessons, how we are going to train our training, you could see this is the roadmap. From tomorrow onwards, I'll be starting with the data warehousing concept. What is data warehousing? So which I already told you, like if you could see it here. So this is the data warehouse system, right? So what is data warehouse system? So what is there in data warehouse? What we learn it, some of the terminologies. As a BI developer, we should know all those things also. So that's what I cover it initially in the upcoming lessons. So which will take few classes only, maybe like 4 or 5 classes. I'll cover it, data warehousing and SQL. So I will ensure everyone will understand SQL in a simple thing, and it will be like around 5-6 classes SQL. Around 10 classes, I'll cover data warehousing and Power SQL. Then completely we will go into Power BI desktop, and I cover end to end about Power BI tool, how to use the visualizations, like if you could see. So we cannot use blindly all the visuals. We can get a lot of 200 visuals are there, out of which, so which visual, when to use and all, I cover it. Also in Power BI desktop, I will also go to the transform data and how to work on Power Query to shape the data. Right. So those things also I cover it each and every option in the training. And if you look at here, right, DAX functions, right? So we have actually 250 more functions are there in Microsoft, like Power BI, right? So out of which, at least I'll cover 230 functions with example, which will help you, you know, to get, once you get a job, you can use those functions knowledge and you will be able to work on it. Outside, right, if you go with other training institutes, right, they will hardly teach you 30-40 functions. They don't even teach all the functions. I ensure I'll take 10 days time, 10 to 15 days time to complete all the functions so that, you know, you get knowledge on that. Okay. And also Power BI server. So how to create a projects there and how to publish it, how to give access, everything I cover it in the server, right? So once I complete all these things, then I'll teach SSAS Tabular data modeling tool also, as I told, right? So I'll be covering this particular data modeling tool also. So if you look at here, so which I already told in the starting, this data modeling tool also, I'll be covering it. Okay. So clear all of you. So this is the, you know, thing. And also SQL point of view, I'll also cover advanced topics in the last. First, I'll take basics initially. Later on, I will cover advanced concepts also. Okay. I will also explain, you know, real-time project, right? Project explanation, and each my class will have, you know, like this. I'll take mock interviews daily basis. Today, I'm taking a session. Tomorrow, I'll ask all the interview questions so that you can, you know, prepare those questions and come and answer it so that when you attend the interviews, it will be easy. And also I will share dashboards, around 40 to 50 dashboards for practicing purpose, where you can use the dashboards for practicing also. Okay. And also I will be, you know, providing recordings, right? So from today onwards, I'll provide 5 months recording access where you can use that recordings to learn them. Let's say you attended today's class. Again, you wanted to go to multiple times. Going through the recordings, you can learn it also. Each and every class, I will provide the recordings also, same time, and end-to-end materials, I'll provide it so that you can go through that, you know, materials, and you can learn it also. Okay, so this is the overall training which I am going to cover it in that particular like upcoming lessons. Okay, so also you will access the recordings using that particular channel. So there is a channel called Corporate Trainer Naveen in YouTube, where let's say you could see Team 16 recordings, Team 17 recordings. Like this, I share the recordings, and you will be able to access there, right? So once you complete the training, if anybody looking for a job also, I 100% provide the placement support also, where you will get job for sure. Let's say you try for the job, and if we don't get it, also I can support for everyone. Okay, so that is also I do it. So this is like I have to explain about this particular training. So in this particular one, okay. So anybody has any questions? Feel free to ask me now. Any questions? One by one, you can ask any questions. If no questions, you can be on mute because it should be disturbance, right? If you have any questions,
Naveen.
Yes.
Is it better for us to install Power BI on our laptops and
yeah, I will guide all of you. Yes, I will guide all of you how to install Power BI, how to install SQL Server, how to import the data, and entire thing in our regular classes. I'll cover it, those things, how to create a Power BI free account so that you can have a licensed account also to practice with. Everything I'm going to cover it in the classes only. You don't have to worry. You can get all the updates in the group itself, where I will share those things, and you can connect with there.
Okay, thank you.
And it will be good if you have laptop of i5 processor laptop, Intel i5 processor. If you have it, it will be great. So you will have any lagness and all. If you have i3, you can try managing it. But i5 is the processor laptop. If it's there, it will be more than i5. If anything is good also. i5 processor.
Okay, how do I know if my laptop is i5 or i6?
You can check it. Like you have a lot of videos there. How to check your laptop configuration? If you search it in YouTube, you get a video. Okay. I'll also tell you how to search it. Okay. It's very simple. Like if you go to here, my PC is there, right? My PC, right click, properties. On the properties, you could see my laptop is i5 processor. RAM can be 4 GB and 8 GB. Anything is fine. But at least it should be like i5 is there. It is good. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other questions?
I said this answer. You had told in the class like for supporting huge data, we'll use data modeling tabular. So they will not support for huge data.
Power BI will support up to 50 million data, right? 90% of the projects, right? So Power BI itself, it supports some projects, right? So some companies, they have very, very huge data. They have data in TBs, a lot of TBs, right? It's very, very huge. If they want to make a report, so we have SSAS Tabular. This is also Microsoft tool only. So we can only do data modeling. The processing and all will be done by SSAS Tabular. And we have to use again Power BI for report development. You understood?
Yes, thank you.
Most of the projects only Power BI supports. Only some projects it will not support. That is the reason we go for SSAS Tabular in their projects.
Hi, sir. Hello.
Yes, yes.
Sir, I had some internet issue. Please tell once again the configuration of the laptop or to install.
Yeah, those things you can ask me like laptop configurations. I'll put it in the message in the group, in WhatsApp group.
Okay.
I'll clearly mention what is required.
Okay, sir.
Any other questions? Any other questions?
Do we get the resume for putting the projects in after learning this course?
I'll share that sample resumes also. You could see it is mentioned here. So I'll share the sample resume and also how to create an account to get the calls. right? Naukri account, how to create it. All these things I help. Okay, you don't have to worry on that. Okay, as if you know zero. Just now you got this training, and end to end, if you need any guidance until you get the job, I support for that. It is not like other institutes. After this training, you are not nowhere related to me, right? So I'm always like personal trainer, right? So you can always reach out to me over my WhatsApp or phone and get that help to get the things. Okay. So your only thing is you have to complete dedication to learn this tool. Whatever I teach it, easily you can get the job. Any other questions?
Sir, any problem in? Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, any problem in the data? What we have to do, sir? Our work is only
I will teach all these things in the training. Any data, any issues, how we want to rectify the data, how we want to shape the data, everything I teach in the classes. So it's like what errors we get it, what is the problems we get it. Some of the questions you will not be able to answer it in interview, right? Only with experience you get it. I'll give all the list of questions also.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes. 1 second.
No, sorry. Actually,
1 second. Yeah. Any other questions? Please ask me.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Please ask me.
Sir, SAP business subjects is also a reporting tool, no? Business subjects.
I said, right? So we have a lot of phones in the market, like Samsung, Realme.
Yes.
Right?
Is it similar to Power BI?
Yes.
Similar to that?
All reporting tools are, all reporting tools are same only, almost, out of which, so within less money, so we have a lot of features are there in Power BI. So that is the reason most of the companies and most of the projects, people are using Power BI as a reporting tool. So that is the reason it is having huge demand. Okay. So business objects, if you have knowledge, or any BI tool, if you have knowledge, it becomes very easy to learn Power BI also. And if you have zero knowledge also, I am going to explain everything, right? So you can easily learn it. Okay.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you.
So I mean, tomorrow also we need to join in same link.
Yeah, I will. Any doubts only? Let's clarify it. I'll tell you like how to join everything.
Sure.
Any doubts? Any questions is there? Please feel free to ask me.
Yeah, hi Naveen. I have a doubt regarding conditions of placement support.
Placement support we are not talking. Only in the training we'll see. Placements, if you need, you can directly connect with me. Okay. Or you can also message in the group also.
Yeah. Okay.
Only for training, if any queries or anything is there, please feel free.
Sure. So there will be jobs based only in SSAS as well, right? Like as you said, most of the
there are. Okay, just to tell you. Yeah. 1 second. Give me a second. Just to tell you. So whatever we are going to learn in this training, right? So we have jobs in SQL Server only. If you learn SQL Server end-to-end, advanced topics and basic topics properly, then you can work on SQL developer also. If you learn Power BI, you can work on Power BI developer. If you learn SSAS Tabular completely, you can work on SSAS. So 3 kind of jobs you get it here. Not only Power BI, what I'm teaching. So I'm teaching SQL, Power BI and SSAS Tabular. You get all these 3 jobs, you can apply it in the market. Let's say not only Power BI. Okay. And also if you learn, this one also, Tableau also. If you could see, there are 15 videos are there in YouTube. If you subscribe to this channel and go to this particular videos, you can learn all the Tableau videos also. Then you can apply for Tableau opportunities also. So these are my recordings only. I have, placed in Tableau. So which is available free of cost only. You can go through this, Tableau videos and you can learn that also. Okay. So Power BI, which I'll give access. Okay. Only Tableau, you can learn it.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other questions?
Azure or there MSDA, SSIS, Azure?
Yes. You can go to this channel and go to the playlist. You can find lot of trainings are there. which are like already available, you can go to it. Let's say you're learning Power BI. If you want to learn a ETL tool also, right? So there are videos. You can go and see like how ETL tool is there, how we can get the, how we can develop the packages, how we can load the data, everything it is there. You can go through that. Anything you learn, it will help you. Okay. But main thing is Power BI. If you want to get a job in very less time, learning Power BI, it is very simple option.
Sir, actually, basically I'm from non-life science student.
See, like somebody having zero knowledge, I'm going to cover it. Don't worry about any student. What is the eligibility of this particular training is, any degree is required. Any degree means he can be civil engineer or mechanical engineer or BSc, BCom, anybody. Lot of people, BCom and BSc people, they got the jobs with the same package. There is no difference in package also, right? So only thing is you need a degree to get this job, any job, not only Power BI, any job in software side, right? So you become a software engineer if you have a degree, okay? And all these things you can learn, entire things. Only thing, let's say you are feeling a little bit difficult to learn this, you have to spend more time on this one. When I say more time, let's say somebody who is already having some knowledge, he can spend 1 hour, you have to spend 2 hours for learning. That is the only effort you have to put it. Don't think like, okay, I am not for this particular one. Don't think like that. Anyone can learn it. Yeah? Okay. Any other questions?
Okay. Naveen, do we need to aware of the Excel related concepts also?
Yeah, if Excel knowledge is there, it will be a bit easy also to learn few of the DAX functions. That is the only thing. Otherwise, if you have zero knowledge, I'm going to take you with each and every example, and it's just that like you have to put more efforts to learn it. That's it. If you have Excel knowledge, it will be like a bit easy to learn DAX functions. Okay. Any other questions? Yeah, I think if we do not have any questions, then we will close this meeting. If you have any queries, you can always, feel free to reach out to me. And, so tomorrow onwards, access will be provided who are registered. Actually, today, this is a demo session. So we'll have access to everyone. So